It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It's Thursday, June 7th, 2018. It is 7 a.m., and we have another beautiful day in store for North Central Arkansas and South Central Missouri. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning. It is a beautiful morning.
It is. It's nice, yeah. Cool temperatures, a little bit of humidity, but, you know, it's June in Arkansas.
It's
in
beautiful.
In between two big lakes.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a little bit of humidity. Anyway, good morning,
I'll take
everybody.
it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Beach freezing. It's not snowing.
Oh, God. Don't bring up snowing. Don't bring up that F word.
You don't like it any more than I do you?
I actually like snow when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in April.
No. Christmas, around Christmas time.
I've always
I'm
said it could start snowing a little bit about noon on Christmas Eve, as long as it melts by noon on December 26th. That's all we need. You know, maybe a 2-3 inch snow. That's it. That's all I want. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I hope your morning's off to a great start. We're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same thing. Brewed Awakening Coffee with 3 locations to serve you, as you heard in the introduction. Balmer Boulevard, Baxter County. Listen, I've been around here too long. Baxter Regional Medical Center, and of course Highway 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. 3 locations of great Brewed Awakening coffee. How is it today, Jerry?
Straight off the mule, man.
All right.
I mean, it's fresh.
You got the beans cut up and got them in the pot.
It goes from Juan Valdez bag to your van to that pot. I love it.
Oh, be sure to check out all of their menu items at Brewed Awakening. I need to bring in some cinnamon rolls.
We haven't done that.
We
in a
haven't
while.
done that in a long time.
You know what else we hadn't done in a while? Bounce that ball across the screen.
What are you talking about?
Can I smack it one
Why don't
time?
you cover up Jerry with that thing?
Hold on.
Oh,
let me
he
get it.
will.
Oh, yeah, he can move that thing everywhere.
All right, let me
Let
open
me
it
know when I
back
can
up
smack
here.
that thing.
Here we go.
I wasn't set up for this.
I know you weren't. That's why I said it.
We both listened to baseball last night. We're throwing curveballs here.
Oh, positioning. That's what I need. All right.
How can I smack it?
Hold on, not yet. I've got this screen right in the middle of mine. I can't get it to move over.
You smack it too hard, you're going to spill your coffee.
Okay, batter.
There we go.
You
I
hit
love
about
it.
as well as the Cardinals did last night. Lousy.
Can you tap it back down?
No, I think it looks good. Oh, well. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas, with all our respect. And they will honor your loved one with the utmost dignity and respect. So when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes, let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, for those of us from St. Louis enjoy the baseball team there, we're saddened by the loss of Red Schoendienst. He's been a part of the Cardinal organization since 1946. As a child in the 60s, we thought of Red, along with others like Stan Musial, as heroes. Kids idolized their baseball heroes in those days. And my point is this: do we have anyone anymore that can be a sports figure and still be a positive influence on kids? Tim Tebow has tried, but falls under so much degrading by the press, he's just not heard from much anymore. Then people like Colin Kaepernick get the limelight and the praise. Lord, are we really that stupid? I think we need another lesson in what's right and wrong. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller
Amen.
Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes.
And
Time
now-
for the weather, brought to you by
Dun-dun-dun.
Greg's Farm Services. All right, around the home, on the farm, in the community, Greg's Farm Services, known as GFS. And so,
Known as Greg's.
Greg's Farm
I
Services.
don't know anybody calls them GFS.
Oh,
well,
really?
there's a couple people.
Yeah, there's a couple out
But
there.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Greg Farm Services, Mountain Home in Midway. Saturday, August 11th, Baxter County Fairgrounds, Greg's Wildlife Expo, Sports Conservation Fund. Vendor space still available. You can click right there for details. Father's Day is coming up. One of these Sundays, it's the 17th, I think. And so you got gifts for Dad right there at great prices, all kinds of things there. Trap inside of a trap, $27.99. 2 traps, 1 price. You sent me a picture of that garden cart yesterday. It looks pretty good.
I did.
Yeah, not bad. I need to go out there and buy that thing.
I
I
was
keep saying that.
I was.
Why
going-
didn't you buy it for me? Just bring it in. And we could demo it.
When's your birthday, Dale?
It's over. It won't be for a long time.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
they come around every year.
Well, yeah, I got a long time to wait. The Flex Rack garden hose, 50 feet for $19.99 right there. 10% off gifts for Dad from now until June 16th. Let us know it's a gift for your dad, and you get 10% off there. Then check out the DeWitt 3-year weed barrier for $4.99. It's 3 foot by 50 foot. Regular $5.99. You get the $1 off there. Greg's Farm Services.
Oh,
Hey,
I
scroll
saw.
to the top and look at that. Fish Day is coming. Can you click on that?
Nothing to click.
Oh, no kidding.
Arkansas Pond Stalkers will be here from 11 a.m. to noon on Wednesday, June 13th.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just the pond stalkers. So I imagine it's just catfish. Wouldn't it be?
Oh, okay.
And I saw something that's not on there. They have 10% for the month of June, 10% off of all case knives.
Case knives?
Yeah, it was on the case knife display. It's
Really?
not on
Ooh, I
there,
need to
but
check
it
that out.
was in the store.
That's my favorite brand of pocket knife. Case
Oh,
knife.
it's
Yeah.
got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great knife. Anyway, Greg Farm Services, around the home, on the farm, in the community. Greg's Farm Services, Mountain Home, and Midway bring the morning weather. This morning we're checking in at 67 degrees right here in Mountain Home. In Harrison it's 64. It's already 70 though in Hardy along the Spring River. Beautiful little town of Hardy. And if you're visiting the area and say, now where is this? Hardy's about 45, 50 miles east on Highway 62, 412. Go downtown Hardy. Antique shops right along the Spring River. Beautiful little town. Little bit tight downtown when it's crowded, but if you know how to parallel park, you'll be fine. So anyway, be sure to visit downtown Hardy, Arkansas. They've got 70 degrees there now. Mountain View checks in at 63. Another fine town for our tourists to take a look at. 50 miles down on Highway 5 South. And a lot of folk music, arts, and crafts there in Mountain View, Arkansas. 63 degrees there right now. Yellow checks in at 65. Marshall at 63. Calico Rock at 67, around the region, St. Louis at 66, Poplar Bluff at 65, Branson at 68, West Plains at 67, while Watford City, within 3 degrees of us today, 64 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota. When they get hot up there, they get hot because it's just wide open plains and the ground heats up. There's very little wind breaks and anything like that. So, wow, that's a different climate altogether in North Dakota. We do have some precip showing up on the radar. Starts off in north central Oklahoma. It's across central Kansas and central to east Nebraska. Goes up into the southeast corner of South Dakota. And even in North Dakota, there's a little bit of shower activity. In fact, I'm going to highlight that because we very seldom ever go up there with the radar stop. You can see that along Bismarck, North Dakota, right there. And that could impact our weather later on. As you can
Bismarck has now made our screen, so
Bismarck made it. There you go. Bismarck
there's
made it.
somebody now.
Or maybe we're official now.
Oh, I'm going to hit that Little Rock radar stop there,
Go
Scooter.
right ahead.
State of Arkansas, all highways are clear at this time. 62, 412 east and west. You got Highway 65, Little Rock, Branson in good shape. And 67, 167, it goes from Little Rock to Batesville, and then 67 on up to Poplar Bluff, and then to St. Louis looks good. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas are in good shape at this time. Nice day to be traveling in Arkansas. And we'll take a look at Missouri real quick. Southwest, I'm going to hit that Kansas City stop. There's a little bit of precip showing up there, I think. Yeah, it's maybe too light to hit the ground right now. But a little bit of light precip in the northwest part of Missouri, affecting I-70 and I-35 going north out of Kansas City. Southwest Missouri will hit the Springfield stop. A little bit west of Joplin, just over around Coffeyville and Chanute, Kansas out there. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla. Pretty good shape right now. The St. Louis stop, we'll check that in part of Illinois. I-55 going into St. Louis looks good. I-70, I-44, then 64 east going towards Mount Vernon, Illinois. A little bit of shower activity out in that part of the country, but maybe the corn crop needs a little bit more water up there. Interstate 70, Vandalia, Effingham, all the way to Terre Haute, Indiana, in good shape as we speak. Have you ever been across I-70, St. Louis, Vandalia, Effingham to Indianapolis? That's a pretty drive.
I don't think so.
I mean, this time of year is going to be corn in every direction.
Sounds like a long, boring drive.
I enjoyed it. It was a nice drive. It was, and I thought that I-70 from Indianapolis to St. Louis would just be a lot of traffic. It wasn't.
I love cornfields, man. When I was young, my grandfather worked on a cornfield.
Ooh,
We used to go in there and just get lost. Just
Well, you go over here to
somebody's taller than
Dyersburg.
you, and you just play tag. And
You go over, go to Paragould, Kennett, 412, and then you go over into Dyersburg, Tennessee, between the Mississippi River and Dyersburg. I kid you not, the corn crop over there is just the most emerald green I've ever seen. It's just that real dark, pretty green, and just field after field between the Mississippi River. This is on Interstate 155, between the river and Dyersburg. Just, I mean, it's just beautiful country over there.
You know, that drive on 64 from St. Louis to Louisville is one long, flat drive.
Yeah.
Just 100 miles of crops.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
But I
nod
enjoy
off.
that. I like that. That's basically what it is on I-70.
Huh.
Because I think how far is it from Mount Vernon to Effingham, Illinois? About 100 miles or less. I don't know, 50 miles. It's pretty country. I enjoyed the drive. But anyway, radar-wise, we're in good shape. Weather brought to you by Gregg Farm Services. On the farm, around the home, in the community. Gregg Farm Services. Jerry, what you got in the community?
Forecast, is it going to snow this Friday, you said?
Yeah, it's going to snow on Friday. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll get
you brought up that S word. It's
We'll
not our
get the
fault.
rumor mill started. Did you hear what them clowns said on TV today?
That's right.
Yeah.
Walmart be out of milk and bread by the good day.
NBC, we down here with fake news. Today's sunny and hot, 90 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny and hot, 91 degrees. Saturday, sunny and hot, 91. You want me to keep going?
No, just hit the rainy days.
Saturday night, 20%, slight chance of thunder showers. Sunday, 20%, 91 degrees. Sunday night, 20%, 70 degrees. Monday, chance of storms, 90 degrees, and it only goes to 30%. How's that?
That's good.
Warm, warm, warm. 'Tis summer in Arkansas.
Getting there.
Tis the season.
'Tis the season.
In fact, summer comes right after Father's Day. I don't know where, but it's close.
21st or 22nd.
Something like that.
Yeah. What you got?
All right, today, community calendar. This is the Care Center Ministries. It's their annual friend raiser, and that's tonight from 6 to 7:30 p.m. out the Baxter County Fairgrounds. And they're going to come on out and join them for food and fun of all ages. They'll have bounce houses and games, testimonies, and a bunch more. And they're going to be selling raffle tickets for a chance to win a retro camper. If you don't win the camper, they have a lot of other prizes that go along with that. For more information, call 870-701-5078. And not a whole lot going on, fellas. I'll just tell you, the Mountain Home Friday night block party tomorrow at 7 p.m. will feature the band Burning Daylight, and that starts about 7. That's when I get out
Be
there.
fun. Coming up in September, Art Fair at Stone Creek, September 20th and 29th from 10 to 6. The 2 days is free admission, lots of parking. They'll have 35 or more juried booths selling fine arts and crafts. Food trucks will be available for your enjoyment. Check out artfairatStonecreek.com coming up in September. Then we're going on into November and December. Gifts for girlfriends. Holiday shopping event at Stone Creek Ranch, November 30th and December 1st from 10 to 4. 2 days, new location at Stone Creek Ranch at 626 Circle B Lane in Mountain Home. 36 booths, all selling gifts for women. There'll be some gifts for men and kids too, but mainly geared for women. Free admission, easy parking, and the food trucks will be back at that time too.
And that's for your holiday shop.
Holiday shopping.
Okay.
You know, what's this, June 7th? Yeah, Walmart will be getting the Christmas stuff out pretty soon.
They'll have their trees up for long. That's crazy.
Oh, anyway, 7:14. We've got a guest standing in the lobby. We need to get in. Brad Hayes be here in just a minute, so stick around. We're going to be right back.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
$7:18 on this Thursday. Brad Hayes is here. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, we got some nice new coffee mugs right here. That nice. Look at that. Roller Funeral Home. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And
so what's going on?
Thank you for your sponsorship too. Man.
Yeah.
Y'all jumped on early, and we can't thank you enough for that.
But give us can we throw that logo up there, Scooter, for a minute? You know, when I say, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. People just don't go out and shop for a funeral home. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, well, I'm going to go buy a car, or I need to go buy a new rake or a shovel. How do you, when you have people that need to plan ahead, we just don't think.
Well,
you know where I'm coming from with that?
Kind of. Let's see if I've got the right direction.
Now, me and Scooter do disagree on this. Me and Scooter
we think you need to go out shop. You need to get your wishes put out there.
You're right. You're exactly. We need to, but we don't, do we?
If not, then a loved one's going to have to deal with it at one of the worst moments of their life, losing you.
We have actually seen a turn to where people, there is more where they come, and I'll use the word shop because that's what it is, but they're meeting the staff at the funeral home, they're talking to us, they're coming in, their price, obviously price is, but with price comes value. And many, no matter what it is, if you find value in what you're doing and what you're getting, price sometimes is
immaterial.
But both come into play. Does that kind of answer your question, I believe? Okay. But at Roller Funeral, we feel like we offer a lot of value, but we also meet the price.
Yeah. So let's talk pre-planning.
Mhm.
Step one.
Making that decision that that's what you and your family want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just making that commitment that, hey, we're going to talk about it, because that is the biggest thing that people don't want to talk about: dying.
Yeah.
Once that is accepted, and hey, whether it's because there's an illness or it's I've made that decision, that's step one. And then just coming in and sitting down, talking to us, and that's
Done
the
deal.
start.
It's easy.
That's,
Yeah.
I
Wow.
mean, it's just, and then just like Scooter said, deciding what you want, and it's a whole lot easier, as we've talked about before.
Sure.
To plan that before it's time, and that way you get what you want, and your children, your family knows they're doing exactly what you want. There's no difficult decisions of what would mom want, what would dad want. Well, we know because it's in writing.
So what's the most difficult part of your job? You're a talented person, because I think you have to be called to be a funeral director, to be a county coroner. You deal with death every day. How do you stay happy? You see where I'm coming from?
I love what I do. I love getting to help people, and yes, we deal with, we meet families and help families at one of the most difficult times in their life. But that is rewarding to us, to my staff, to me, that we have that opportunity, and that families trust us with that, with their loved one.
So it's still going to be a tough job, though.
There are times it's, yes, it's tough when you see someone hurting.
Yeah.
But when you can offer some sort of comfort, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what our job is.
Yeah.
Seems very emotional too. Like if you have a lot of siblings and then they're thrown into this, I could see where it could get a little contentious, and then you're the arbitrator at that point, and that's a difficult decision or position to be put in.
It can be, but it goes right back to prearrangement, making that decision on what the loved one wanted. Most of the time, the children, the family is going to honor those wishes. And the other thing is, if it's prearranged, you have time to figure out what you want, make financial arrangements. It's just everything is taken care of. Even so much as setting aside, won't get into all the details, but you can set aside some money for those incidental items to where your family really shouldn't owe anything at that time, or very little if they do.
Okay, I'm gonna go off the beaten path here. I remember about 30 years ago where I was working and bumped into one of my coworkers. Oh, what are you up to? And he says, I'm taking off here in about an hour. So got to go sing at a funeral. Well, okay. He said, Daisy Maine? I said, well, no. She was 140 years old, had every disease known to modern man. Poor little thing. Now she don't feel a thing. She's happy now. So the mindset is we want the very best for our loved one, but yet they don't know.
Sure.
So I think for me, dude, pine box, shove it in the back of a 57 DeSoto, dump it in the hole, and go on.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be disrespectful, but do we go overboard sometimes with some of this? Can we?
Yes. I would say yes, but I don't like the word overboard. What I would say is families, we encourage families to stay within their means.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if they're staying within their means, then that's our job too.
Yeah.
Because as a funeral director, as someone that's helping them, we don't want to leave them with a financial burden in addition to a loss of a loved one. Okay? So staying within your means. So the word overboard to me is irrelevant because it's what you can afford.
Yeah.
And it's what you want to do within your means, within your scope.
But then at Roller Funeral Homes, you will sit down with the family and say, okay, you can go plan A, plan B, plan C. This is X amount of dollars here and here and here, and
The families tell us what they want, and we try to make it happen.
Yeah.
Within their means, if you know, and we do.
Yeah.
So it's really the family. It's what they want. It's the songs they want. It's the type of service they want. It's the clothing they want. I mean, it is their decision all the way. I encourage your family, let me know what you want. We're going to try to make it happen. Financial is part of it, but what we want to do is take care of you, take care of your family. Most importantly, make sure that you're taken care of.
Yeah. If you were to sit down and write a book, would it be serious or funny? With your experiences.
It's a hard question because what I do is very serious.
Yeah.
But there is so many times that the family steps in the arrangement room, sits down, we start talking, they bring up memories. We're laughing, we're talking about things. The next minute, there may be some tears. The next minute, because that is a person's life.
Yeah.
There's ups and there's downs, and that just means that we're living. So I think it'd be a little of both.
The other day, my youngest son says, Dad, with all the stuff you've got, you need like 10 years head start. Because I do have a little bit of collection of odds and ends here and there.
I know how you'd go, Dale. You'd have your George Harrison t-shirt.
Yeah, okay.
Pine box,
Yeah.
like you want. Probably, I don't know, soup it out with some kind of car decals
57
on.
DeSoto.
Yeah. there
With
you
the
go.
345 Hemi. Yeah.
That would be the one that takes your
Yeah.
casket, but definitely Beatles song would be playing.
I think Hard Day's Night's appropriate.
There you go.
It's been a hard day's night. Yeah.
I will tell you guys, a few years ago, a family came in. They had lost a loved one, and the loved one was a huge NASCAR fan.
Oh, wow.
They picked out a black casket, nice casket, but they said, you know, it just doesn't fit him. I said, okay, what do you got in mind? Well, he was a NASCAR fan, and I immediately thought of Dale Earnhardt.
Oh.
Before it was over with, we pinstriped it and put a number
3
on the top.
There you go. Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
it was all done, they had NASCAR stuff. The casket was, and that is what it's all about: is making it as personal as we possibly can, and just honoring family's wishes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's
of course,
what
when Jerry passes, you're not going to be able to go over 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's going to be a world.
You got plenty. When he passes away, it'll take him 3 days just to fall over.
I want 62 shut down.
You will. The traffic will be backed up to the lane.
His orders, when everybody gets there, I want to be at least 10 minutes late.
Yeah, that's right.
And at the funeral, everybody's going to have a nice big tortilla or taco with lots of jalapenos.
Oversized burritos.
Oversized burritos.
And you got to
with
eat it
turnip
before
greens.
you can leave.
7:28. We're going to take a quick break with Brad Hayes, Roller Funeral Home. Stick around. Be right back.
You already know that Ferris mowers are the only mowers on the market with a patented spring suspension system, saving you time in the seat, less back stress, and a professional even cut every time. You already know that Mower Warehouse is the only area dealership that will accept your mower trade-in. But did you know that a truckload of discounted 2017 models just arrived at Mower Warehouse, allowing you the pleasure of saving hundreds of dollars on your next mower purchase of a new Ferris or Simplicity zero-turn machine? Come check out the parking lot sale at Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
.731 on this Thursday, visiting with Brad Hayes. You're also county coroner, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So tell us about that job.
Okay, county coroner is, our office is very busy. It's a very busy office for Baxter County. We have we work a lot of deaths. Mm-hmm. The coroner's office is, after a death, the coroner's office is called on most deaths in our county. Then the family is asked what funeral home. Mm-hmm. And then they pick a funeral home based on the way they feel, what they want. And from my standpoint as funeral home, I never recommend. Mm-hmm. We have uniforms. We wear uniforms at the coroner's office. Mm. There's never any recommendation. When asked, Brad, what funeral home would you use if it was your family? I cannot recommend a funeral home to you. I can tell you currently there's 3 funeral homes in Baxter County, and the family picks.
Yeah.
So
the toughest part of the job?
Sudden deaths and children.
Yeah.
Because mom or dad just watched their child leave to go to school or go to a friend's house, and they get a knock on their door. Those are the toughest ones, is the ones that are unexpected. I would say, and there's lots of tough ones, but those are tough.
Okay, I have to ask you, how do you maintain your sanity? You've got a hard job. There's no bones about it. There's not a lot of people. Boy, I wish I had his job. You know, you have to have a calling, and you have to have a desire to be able to handle what you handle without going crazy.
Sure.
Literally. How do you do that?
I would say it is good training, and I'll get to that in a minute, but good training, a good family support with my personal family, and just truly enjoying what I do and getting to help people. And what I mean by training is our office goes through, myself and my deputies go through trainings throughout the year. Some of those are on death investigation, some of those are on grief counseling, some of those are on just dealing with our own feelings, our own emotions, and then having, not in detail, but having someone that you can talk to is important. Not on the details or the private information, but just, I worked to death today that was pretty tough. Having someone that you can just talk to a little bit, that's important. And then just, I would say it comes down to good training and enjoying what I do.
You handle it so well. Yeah. I mean,
one of our...
I'm very impressed at the dignity, not only with Roller but with your job as coroner, how you can maintain your professionalism, the dignity, still maintain the sanity, and be able to sit here and talk about it.
Sure. I will tell you one of the most recent trainings that we went through. Well, 2. One was just a couple weeks ago. We did a training opioids, drug abuse.
Boy.
And after doing this for about 20 years now, the new ways that drugs are introduced to communities, to families, and obviously the ways that the individual that chooses to do the drugs is choosing to do them is amazing. New ways, and not getting into everything, but just it was quite scary to know that that stuff could be here and is here in a lot of cases.
I went to the exhibit over at the library the other day. Mrs. Rucker was here last week, and they had this hidden in plain view, and I was shocked to see what's available online from Amazon and from Wish. You can actually buy water bottles that separate where you hide stuff in. It looks like a regular water bottle.
Yes.
Girls can get their undergarments with special areas to put pills and powder, lipstick tubes,
flash drives.
One of the ladies there had a wristwatch. Says, "Oh, y'all like my watch? Grind. You can grind marijuana right here in that wristwatch."
Yep.
They've got a mouse similar to what I've got right here. And they said, "Watch this." And they slide the top off, and there's a scale.
On top.
Unbelievable.
I think at the end of the day, everything that I have the privilege when I have the privilege to get to help a family, it's in many different areas, but at the end of the day, it's rewarding to know that I can go home to my family, which I'm very blessed to have, lay my head on my pillow, and know that I did everything I could. And if a day goes by that I don't feel that way, I make it right, because I have to be able to lay down and go to bed and sleep, and that's what I want. I'd be able to help another family have some sort of peace in whatever they went through that day. So.
You amaze me. Scooter?
I appreciate it.
I don't know. I think if we all looked at life that way, life would be a lot better for each other. You know? If you look at life the same way he's saying right now, to have that peace, lay my head on that, knowing I helped somebody else with everything that I could that day, life would be different around.
But we think about, I felt so good to help that lady change her flat tire. He's not changing flat tires. He's dealing with death day after day.
But look at his goal, to help that family with everything that I can.
Yeah.
His goal's not that death. His goal is to help that family, and that's my point. If you looked at life the same way, and the people that you run into in life, I'm going to help them the best I can today. It would change everything around you.
Something else I'll say on that subject has really nothing to do with my job, but we do a lot of suicide prevention classes. I try to help with those.
Really?
I've been to several. You never know what coming by one day and just saying, "Hey, Scooter, how are you doing today?" A lady walked up to me the other day that here in the community, and she just said, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm really glad we're friends." Made me feel awesome. I wasn't necessarily having a bad day, but I was like, that's really cool. So you never know what just a kind word does to someone that may be having a rougher day, maybe having a really rough day. Just be kind. Be nice to people.
You mentioned the suicide prevention, and we've had several of those in Baxter County, as you're well aware of, since January 1st. Tell us about suicide prevention. What can we do, and what are the warning signs? And I know it's been prevalent. We've had a couple of very young people, 14-year-old in Marion County, I think 18 or 19-year-old young men here in Baxter County, and some others. What are the warning signs? What do we look for?
Well, some of the warning signs would just be whether it's age isn't. I mean, age is sometimes a factor, but let's just say it's not. So maybe someone that doesn't like being around people, which that's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's several things that come together, not just one of these. Maybe they just kind of like being on their own. Maybe they're having a tough time. Maybe financially they've got some problems. Maybe in school. Our schools are different than when I grew up. We have great SROs. We have, things have changed for the better on that area, but it's because we've had to. But in our schools, I mean, kids have bad days. Kids are under a lot more pressure than I was.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stuff, kind of bridging back over the drugs. There's a lot more stuff that's prevalent that wasn't when I was there. So, to answer your question, I would say just making sure that if you're a parent, make sure you're there to listen. Maybe not pry so much. I don't know. I have a son, and you know, I'm blessed, so I never tell someone how to, but be there for them, talk to them, and just look for things that are out of the normal for your son, your daughter, your mom, your dad. You know, something that's changed. I'd say that's a warning sign, because there's not just one sign.
I sat down with two of those families. We're doing a TV special, still working on it. Addictions, bullying, and suicide. And I sat down with the Elliott family in Flippin and the Watson family here in Mountain Home. And both times we videoed them talking to the pastor of their church. And, you know, it's so heartbreaking to see what's happened. And it's, what should I have done? What could I have done? But I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And, you know, I compliment both families because it took a lot of courage and just a lot of spunk to sit down with video cameras running and to talk about something so tragic as a suicide within the family.
Sure. I would absolutely agree with you, and I would also say that a family member feeling guilty for something, it's not necessarily their fault.
Yeah.
You know, people make decisions, and you know, but that goes right back to just being there to comfort a family.
Yeah.
You know, it just, what I do and what I am blessed to be able to do is just kind of full circle. There's tragedy, there's sadness, but it all comes back to being able to hopefully offer some sort of comfort, not always saying the right words, making mistakes, because we're human, but being there. And I think that is the most important thing you can do is every situation is different. Every family is different from a standpoint of some families are the traditional at the funeral home, Amazing Grace, you know, very traditional. Some are more non-traditional, but yet it's a life lived, and that's how we want to celebrate.
Just celebrate the life.
So,
wow. Yeah. Jerry, Scooter, you guys are quiet over there.
Well,
You're thinking.
I think, you know, like saying give somebody a little attention, like it's difficult in the aspect that we're adults. We've lived it. We've been through the bullying. We've been and saw drug addictions. We've been through the breaking up with your first relationship. To us, that's no big deal. It's like, hey man, you're going to get through this and the world's going to be a better place. But to a 13, 14-year-old girl, that is their world. So I think just recognizing that that's everything to that kid. To us, it's nothing. But, you know, just kind of being there for them, and even however minuscule it might sound, just giving them attention and letting them know that, you know, it'll be all right.
I think, you know, there's many experts in the field in different areas such as this, but I think you're absolutely right. Because there's, to me, in my life experience, what I've seen with families is everything's different. So there's no way to say that, well, let's do A, B, and C, and X, Y, Z won't happen. It's not true.
Yeah.
Because you just do the best you can, and when things do go bad, families are there, and in worst case, we're there to take care of families and help. So,
you know, if I could give one bit of advice for families, if you're in this area, talk to the staff at Roller Funeral Home. But at the same time, while the loved one, you know, and everybody's got someone in the family, well, you know, they're not gonna be around much longer. Go visit them now.
Yeah.
You know, what's that little did you see the clip at Christmas on TV where the man the widower was, wanting the kids home for Christmas. Oh, we just came in. So he sent out a death notice. Here comes everybody barreling into the house. Oh, we missed Dad so much. Well, you never came to visit.
Right.
Now all of a sudden he's dead. Then you come.
Yeah, everybody comes.
Then you come see him when he's dead.
Sure.
Fooled you.
Yeah. But I would agree. I would encourage anyone that just has a question.
Yeah.
Or there's no obligation. There's no pressure. Just if you have a question, call me. I'll do anything I can to help answer your question. If you want to come by, we always have coffee. Sit down. We'll just answer questions.
Yeah.
Very relaxed. Just, hey, I've been wondering about this. Could you tell me? Sure. And if I don't have the answer, I'll get it for you.
There you go.
And that's really what we offer is comfort, peace, and answers to your questions.
No. And I have to admit, I am so impressed with your professionalism and how you handle the office of corner, and then
sure,
that Roller Funeral Home. Wow.
Well, to me, they are two separate offices.
Yeah.
That I have two jobs that I love. They're two separate offices, and it is a family's choice completely.
Wow.
What they want, and they're in the driver's seat, if you will.
You amaze me.
So.
7:45 at halftime for break with Brad Hayes right after this. Stick around. Be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. And please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Nemus Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza. Do you ever feel like your butt's dragging and you could really use a lift? Ozark Diesel Off-Road. Ozark Diesel Off-Road has been installing lifts for over 25 years. They specialize in all your off-road vehicle needs, from general repairs such as engine diagnostics, clutch and brake repair, to custom fabrication like axle gears and lockers, leveling and suspension kits, and everything in between. So if your vehicle could really use a lift, head to Ozark Diesel Off-Road, located at 5051 Highway 62 East, or give them a call at 870-425-LIFT. It's coming up on 7:49. Visiting Brad Hayes, and of course, what do you like to do for fun? What's your hobbies? Just I got into the well, you see my antique radio. I got a 1941 Zenith sitting right here, and awesome. Plays well. And you know, I've got into learning the old schematics and the tube type chassis and stuff like that. That's kind of an escape from some stuff. What do you like to do? What's your
a lake? We go to the lake a lot.
Yeah.
Me and my family enjoy going out to the lake, just being outside, being outdoors. A couple years ago, I took up scuba diving, and that is phenomenal.
Different world underwater. Isn't it?
I never thought that would be something I would enjoy. I mean, just it intrigued me, but I was like, I don't know about that.
Really?
It's pretty fun.
Well, what have you discovered doing scuba diving? It's got to be fun. I've never done it.
It is fun, and I've basically just been on the lakes here.
Yeah.
But just the stuff that is underwater, and I go back to when Norfolk was made, the way it was done versus the way Bull Shoals was done. It's just what's underneath there.
Have you ever seen the bridge underwater at Norfolk?
Just a picture. I've not actually been down yet to see it.
Yeah.
But it's just different, and there's something about it's just you and underwater. It's a peace. It's peaceful, but most of all, I think just being on the lake with my family or being outside, spending time with family.
Yeah.
So because it's very important.
Wow.
So I don't do a lot outside of work and family.
But
those are the most important.
With the two jobs, you stay. I mean, because you're 24/7.
Yeah. We have. I have, of course, a wonderful staff at the funeral home, and then I have a staff with the coroner's office.
Now, how many different roller funeral homes around the state? Because if I'm not mistaken, is there Roller, McNutt, and Conway?
There is.
I think that handled my grandmother about 7 years ago.
And something I think most people know, but I want to reiterate, Roller has approximately 30 locations. We're just building a new one in Alcoa, which I think is like the Bryant area, Bryan Benton, that area.
I-30, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I see a new one in Yellville?
Burns Funeral Home in Yellville. It was Burns it's been there for years. Roller has.
But I saw something different right there in the square. I mean.
Well, that was Burns Funeral Home's office. Their funeral home is on, I think it's Panther.
Oh yeah.
So they have an office and a funeral home separate.
Oh, okay.
But Roller joined the Burns family several years ago, and that is Roller Burns. But something a lot of people don't know is, yes, there's 30 funeral homes. It is still owned by the family. It is not. It's not a corporation. It is owned by the third generation family of Roller, and they are
third generation.
They are very active. They come to Mountain Home. They have a home here. So yes, but wonderful family, and they give so much back to the community that is not. People don't even know. They do it because that's what you do, and it's not. They don't do it for the recognition.
Yeah.
There are some things that but most of it is just stuff that people don't even know. Buildings they own, places they own. That
is Roller strictly Arkansas, or do they go?
They got one in Tennessee.
Really?
We got Memphis.
Oh, in Memphis, yeah.
But nothing in Missouri.
Nothing in Missouri.
It's just Arkansas and one in Tennessee.
Huh. Interesting.
And here they've got Yellville. Let's see, Harrison, Yellville, Marshall, Mountain View, Mountain Home, Batesville, Cave City, and Melbourne. That's this district up here. Of course, then they go down to Little Rock and Central Arkansas and Eastern Arkansas. They got some Jonesboro.
Yeah.
So
tough job, but somebody's got to do it. I think we've got the finest right here in Brad Hayes. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Jerry, Scooter, any thoughts?
It's just like Care Center Ministries. It's something that you think, man, I wish we didn't have to have that. But the fact that the people that we do have running that, we're very blessed.
Yeah.
Just like with Roller, it's something I really wish we didn't have to talk about that. But there are people there that are professionals, and that's their job. So they'll help us through that time.
Yeah.
And, couldn't ask for a better group of people.
When I open the show and I say morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, with all our respect, what can I do better in that opening that would help you? We've got the little. Can we throw that logo up again, Scooter, just to see so I can see it on the screen? This is what it would look like at
That's
home.
a hard question. What can we do better to market you?
Oh, what I would tell you is, with all our respect, that
That's the
sums
bottom.
that
That's,
sums
yeah,
up.
and we use that quote every day.
Because that is exactly, we're going to treat you just
Dignity
like
and respect.
Just like we would our own family,
Yeah.
because you are our family.
Oh, that's good. We need to implement that then, don't we?
You are our family, because I don't take it lightly when a family chooses Roller Funeral Home, because that tells me that they believe in Roller Funeral Home, and they're trusting Roller Funeral Home with what I believe to be one of the most difficult days in their life, and with a family member that is possibly the most important person in their life. And that should not, and we don't take that lightly, because it's trust.
Ooh.
So.
Ooh. There's a big word right there, trust.
There's so many things. I don't take it lightly when a family says, hey, or they walk into our door and I sit down with them. I know they're there. They're not there because they want to be, but they made a decision that they wanted to use Roller, and that's important to me. Important to Roller.
But that trust factor, that's a big word, trust. Yeah, that's a big word. Wow. Well, Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas, with all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes, Mountain Home, Harrison, Yellville, and Mountain View in our viewing area. Wow. What have we overlooked? What do you need to tell the viewers out there that we've just totally forgot?
I think we have covered it with
covered
everything
every
we've
base,
talked. I think we have. I think the one thing I would just encourage a family to know is, I'm here for questions. If you have a question, call, stop by.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll have a cup of coffee, we'll talk. If you do choose to proceed with, prearrangement, that's wonderful. If you just need some information right now, I want you to know I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And that's what I would want everyone to know.
Wow. I'm impressed. It's always good to have you on the show.
So, thank you.
I'm glad we made the phone call.
Yeah.
Anyway, coming up on 7:57, and guys, he's got a tough job. There's no way I could do what Brad does. There's no way. And to sit here as professional as he is, not knowing what's in the back of his mind, knowing what he has seen, what he's experienced in the last 5 to 10, 20 years, unbelievable. But yet he can sit here and talk and be as professional as anybody I've ever seen.
Puts a different perspective on things too. Some people think, oh, I wrecked my Maserati, that's the end of the world. To somebody like him, that's nothing, just another piece of junk metal. I mean, in the end, you know what I mean? Everybody thinks they have problems.
But day
a tree
after day,
came
he's
on
dealing
my house.
with the loss of human life.
That's what I'm saying.
But day after day, he is helping families and gets to go
deal
home
with the
knowing-
loss of human life.
Well, and I understand that, but it's all on the perspective on how you look at it.
Yeah.
He knows that there's a life loss, and that person was special to somebody, but his goal is to make your life better. You're sitting right there in front of him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And how can I
That's a
help
good point.
you?
Yeah.
And I will add this. We've talked about the worst times, the tragedy, the young people, the drugs. We've talked. My great-grandmother was 101 when she passed away. Okay? She had a wonderful life. So there was a peace, if you will, with our family. Furthermore, she had lived a good life. We all knew where she was going.
Yeah.
So there's that other side of things where we get to help a family, but maybe it's not. Maybe they're relieved and at peace because they know their loved one
like
has
my
made
grandma, I think my grandma was
journey.
somewhere around 96, 95, 96. And we saw her go from just healthy to just so frail she couldn't lift her head. At 96 years old, you're not going to get the paddles out and jump start again at 96. A life well lived, and we cherish the memories, but we move on, And I think that's part of you help us step by step by step. We've come to a stopping point temporarily. Okay, we've got to deal with this, and we're going to keep moving on. And so
I would probably leave you with this: is a family looks at me and or friends or says, "Man, I don't know how you do what you do. I couldn't do it." That's why I do.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I can, and I want to do the best job I can for every person I meet.
There you go. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, with all our respect, the utmost pride and dignity in serving the loved ones after the death of a loved one. And so, you know, that's why I'm so proud to have them as a sponsor for the morning prayer. You see the logo each and every day, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. That pretty well wraps it up. We will be back tomorrow. Enjoy the nice warm weather. Pray for a little bit of rain. We could use a little shower. We'll see you tomorrow. Jim Bumgardner coming up next in Harrison.